This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
What about our Quasar podcast?
Wendell Vaughn, the first Earthman ever appointed protector of the universe, bonded to the energy-transforming quantum man with weapons and symbols of his station, fights an ongoing battle to defend all life in the universe from cosmic evil as Quasar.
You two are just ridiculous. Welcome to the Quantum Zone, episode 57. Yeah, we're still doing the collection obsession. I am Phil, and joining me as always, master of the Quantum Zone.
I am Will. Hello.
And master of his own domain.
I am Matt, alone in the domain of my own building. I don't know what that means.
You never saw a Seinfeld episode?
Yeah, oh yeah, no, I know.
Everybody's playing dumb.
You're saying I'm doing something nefarious here?
No, I said you're the master of your own domain.
Oh, okay.
You're not.
Oh, gotcha. All right, cool.
I have confidence in you.
I have big hopes for this show because last week was our crappiest episode ever. Okay. Sorry.
Wow.
No, it was good, but that was a joke. You get me? All right. You picking up what I'm putting down?
It's only up from here.
He's starting strong tonight.
Coming out swinging.
All right, I got plenty of stuff to start us off besides this issue. All right, first of all, I mean, we always know he's number one super fan, but I just want to call out Shoshan yet again.
Ooh.
And this will help me promote too. I put our YouTube channel is up to like 93 subscribers, and Capes and Lunatics episode 100 we're going to be doing it Saturday. So I said, hey, if anybody, if people start subscribing, if we hit 100 subscribers by episode 100, I'll start giving away some prizes. So I put that up on Facebook, and if this ever opens up, Shoshan shared it, and then, there we go, yeah. So then Shoshan shared my post, and he put, these guys are pretty passionate with pretty much every type of comic book. I check out the ongoing Quasar series, but they cover various Marvel and DC comics as well. It makes a 45-minute commute to work a little less painful. So Shoshan's in the car right now as he's listening to the...
Nice.
In 500 yards, turn left.
Hey, watch out for that car.
At the next rate, turn into Burger King. Have it your way. But yeah, I just wanted to shout out Shoshan. Always has our backs, and yeah, subscribe to the YouTube. Might win a prize.
Mm-hmm.
And prize pack. And speaking of the YouTube, did you see someone left a comment on our review of Quasar 17?
Oh no!
Awesome.
Yeah.
Or not so awesome.
Well, no, it is, but it's just weird because you know who replied? It was Buried Alien.
Oh, nice.
I was like, wait a second, is this Coda or something? Because the first comment he just puts, my name is Buried Alien and I'm the fastest man alive. So I gave it a thumbs up and I said, oh, congrats on winning the race. And then he was like, thanks, thumbs up. And the answer to your question, wow, he could have the Speed Force in Marvel, is he didn't. This comic was made years before Speed Force was even created. Yes, I know. And I know it was created by Mark Waid's son.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that news? I guess Mark Waid's getting another book for Marvel. Oh, Flash t-shirt. But yeah, I guess Mark Waid's getting a new book. He's getting, I don't know if it's an ongoing or a mini-series, but he's doing an Invisible Woman book, and it's either June or July.
Oh, I hadn't seen that yet. That's cool. Because this Fantastic Four run was really good. It was with Mike Waringo and Quasar appearance.
That's right. Oh. Mark Waid, I talked to Mark Waid once or twice before, and he keeps saying he's going to come back on, but he's just been super busy. Oh, if I get him back, I'll be like, yeah, you got to put you had Quasar in your Fantastic Four run. You
need it in your Invisible Woman, yeah.
Phrasing. But yeah, so a lot going on with the YouTube. I was just like, they're like, oh, new comment. I was like, okay. I was like, buried alien, because he even like takes the picture like when he appears in that issue. I was like, damn.
Hey, he's just bouncing through alternate realities now, and he landed in ours. Okay.
I was just like, is this Kona?
I'm an unburied alien. I'm an unearthed alien. That makes sense. You know?
I just love Conan's like, just because I look like buried alien doesn't mean I made the profile.
I'm an unmarsed alien. Yeah.
And then I was going to say, because I think I did this somewhere for Infinity War, I was going to say, I was going to play the video from Jimmy Kimmel of the Avengers reading the children's book I was telling you about from last night. I can't share the video, but I can do the audio. Because it's Mark Ruffalo, Chris Hemsworth, Don Cheadle, Scarlett Johansson, Jeremy Renner. Let's see if this works.
Have them around the TV set because it's story time with the Avengers.
Good evening and welcome to Intellectual Dialectical Theater of the Absurd.
Can you hear that?
I am your host, Mark Ruffalo, and tonight's performance will be an excerpt from "'Twas the Mad Titan Thanos."
'Twas the mad Titan Thanos who traveled through space
with a big creepy smile on his weird open face.
Wonder who that is.
The Infinity Stones he collected with love and inserted each one in his gaudy gold glove.
He had 6 stones in all: reality, mind, and soul, space, power, and time. He completed his goal. What a naughty boy.
He got all the stones?
Jeremy Renner.
Really? Look at his chin in this. Really?
Chris Evans.
Chin looks like him.
The gauntlet was glowing, and wouldn't you know it, he went to Wakanda, excited to show it.
I didn't get to go to Wakanda. I think they let the black characters go to where the black people were.
The Avengers stood strong, and they said, "We got ya!" That Thanos tore through them like discount pinatas.
I'll finish this, Thor excitedly said.
Unfortunately, Thor should have gone for the head.
Yeah, he blew it.
Thor.
He still got close enough to him to actually go for something, unlike the rest of the useless. Put a scratch on him. You should have just called me. We could have got this done real quick.
Jeremy Renner, you should have called me. I knew what he had done real quick.
Thanos showed him his fingers, and then with one snap,
He made half of the universe say, "What the crap?"
Bucky and Scarlet, Witch, Falcon, and Groot suddenly began to turn into suit.
Groot?
Suit. You can't find something that rhymes with to turn into suit? To turn, I know it's soot, but his name isn't Groot. So I wouldn't say Groot and soot. Are we rhyming Groot and soot?
Doctor Strange and Star-Lord blew away in a gust. Even poor Spider-Man turned into stardust.
Yeah, gust, dust. That rhymes.
What Ultra was. It's what's his name there? Star-Lord. You know, he's the one who should have been turned into stardust. He got all emotional about his girlfriend or something, and then they had him. But anyway, glad you got your relationship sorted. Half the universe is dead.
Then with smoke billowing from his hand and his arm,
Thanos retreated to a lovely space farm.
Well, no, come on, this is those saggy nuts. You're saying, I'm guessing.
The answer is yes. I know that's depressing.
Really, that's a very unfortunate rendering of me.
but the Avengers may have a few more last tricks. You can find out in theaters on April 26th.
You probably will.
Thor.
Yeah. The Avengers.
Yeah, you gotta watch the video though. The video just does it justice. They just them each time, and one of them in the chair just like beeping Thor.
Oh, speaking of movies, Captain Marvel crossed the $1 billion threshold, I think.
Yeah, and Shazam made a whole $50 million.
And you said it was pretty good.
I said, in my opinion, I liked it better than Aquaman.
Okay.
But I didn't have a problem with the Aquaman movie, just the character turned me off.
Yeah.
Just leaving his enemy to die in the beginning. I don't know. But yeah, no, it was fun, and it wasn't as dark as like the other DC movies. They must have listened to Deadpool. I don't know. Okay, we're avoiding it, but should we get to the issue?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Avengers 338, The Collection Obsession, Part 4, Number 2.
Part 4, the second.
Yeah, because I think that's the only place in the issue where it says what part it is, and it says Part 4 again.
And so was last issue.
I know.
They won't let us finish it.
We're stuck.
Go for the head!
It's Groundhog Day with the Avengers.
Yeah.
But the cover says, "At last, the true enemy revealed."
And it's called The Collection Obsession. I wonder.
Who collects?
I don't know.
Galactus.
Me when I was on unemployment all winter.
Yeah.
Collecting facial hair.
I was.
So Avengers 338 from late September 1991. So we begin in the big space aquarium with Quasar and those other guys. Somewhere among the tens of thousands of miniaturized receptacles that make up the collector's awesome zoo, there's only one the Avengers seek. The one in which the mysterious race known as the Brethren were stored before they escaped to unleash their deadly fury upon the Earth. Now they believe they have at last found their objective, but before any investigation can begin, a simple, sad ceremony must be performed. Because remember that alien guy basically disintegrated?
Yeah, like right there at once. Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Because I guess they must have buried what was left, because Beast is saying, "I don't know what your people said at funerals, Naka." 1K again. But I hope a simple rest in peace won't offend. Let me get the title. Infectious Compulsions. I think there's penicillin for that. A Tale of Betrayal in Battle. Of Betrayal in Battle by Bob Harris, writer. Steve Epting, penciler, which I think he does no, maybe not the whole issue, but he gets the credit, quote unquote, air quotes. Tom Palmer inkers Oakley Parker letters. Oakley and Parker. Witterstatter, Mozoff, and Tinsley color. So there's what? So
3 colorists. Wow.
3 colorists, 2 letterers, and a partridge. Ralph Macchio, editor, and Tom DeFalco, ed-in-chief. And so, yes, they're burying this alien, and Quasar's there looking bored. I guess it's the collector, because it's too far away to see who's talking, but he says, "How odd you Terrans are. Here you are, engaged in a life-and-death quest to discover the origins of the Brethren before your world is destroyed, and yet you waste precious time to bury a primitive alien who up until a short while ago was wholly unknown to you." And B says, "Naka, 2Ks now, was a sentient being, collector, one who sought to help us, and he died because of that. At the very least, we owed him a decent funeral. You see, we Avengers respect all life forms. We don't see them as zoo specimens." And Black Panther saying, "Quasar, you've been on edge since we came here. What's wrong?" Quasar says, "Nothing specific, Panther. Just an uneasy feeling that we're not alone."
But I think what I'll do is I'll get on the quantum bands and ask Epoch or Eon.
Eon's still alive.
I'll ask Eon. So, wait, no, I won't, because sigh. Okay, sorry.
I think we're not alone now. Panther pulls out a device, says, "The ambience around here certainly lends itself to paranoia, I'll grant you. Before we all go a little batty, I think it's time to begin a thorough scan of the immediate area." And he must hand them to everyone, says, "Beast, I'll need you to do an atmospheric diagnostic while I test soil content." And Beast, "Oh, you get all the fun." And Quasar, you scientific types go on and test your hearts away. I'll contact Hank Pym on the outside for a status report. And CP say, my oh my, T'Challa, the air is literally swimming with a plethora of bacteria and microbes. Panther says, the soil is equally rich in bacilli and microbes. Beast, correlation between the Brethren and bacteria is clearly suggested, but what is the connection? Great stuff. Naka, still 2Ks, and his people were forever physically weakened by their conquest, by the Brethren, as if they had been infected by some disease. And poor Naka's, still 2Ks, inadvertent exposure to this microbe-rich atmosphere was too much for his weakened state to take. But how could the Brethren live here? And we see a vroom, it looks like smoke coming from the ground. Panther, Beast, something happened to Naka's grave. And I see something crawling out. Good Lord, what's that? And something grabs Quasar and says, he goes, it's moving fast. Hey! We see, so hungry, feast at last. And Beast and Panther come over and start trying to pull whatever it is off Quasar. Wendell, hold on. Great T'Chaka, I think this thing is eating him. And Beast is like, agreed, but what is it? Some sort of aboriginal life form? And Quasar, let's can the dissertation, okay, Beast? Stand back. I'm unleashing a blast from my quantum bands with a Shazam. Shazam!
Shazam! Isn't that awesome?
Flash of light and a Shazam! And then Quasar comes out as a kid. No. Beast says, I gotta get me a pair of those bracelets of yours. They come in handy. And Quasar says, sorry, Beast, they're strictly one of a kind. And Beast, and now for the creature that attacked you. And he says, oh, sweet Aunt Nellie, because I guess it's Naka, looking like something out of Walking Dead. Oh, no. No, it isn't Naka. It's Olar. Mm-hmm. I am Olar, oldest of the Brethren, left here to die, and I hunger. All right, and now we're gonna do a scene change. So I'm gonna hit a sound effect. Shoshan, keep your eyes on the road. And on Earth, in the Citadel of the Brethren, high atop the World Trade Center, we see Sybil Dorn. I don't know. I guess crying over a sword or something. Oh no, I think that's part of the chair. So I don't know. Doesn't it look like she's holding a sword in that one panel?
Yeah, I think she is.
Yeah, but in the next, oh wait,
I think it's
color in that next panel. I couldn't see. Okay, she is holding a sword, people, and thinking how I almost wish we had never escaped the Collector's ship. At least we were together, Thane Ector and I, a lord and his lady. But we came to this accursed world, and he was bewitched by the cursed Avenger called Circe. She looks so much like Angelina Jolie. Check last episode. Brethren may not consort with another life form. We must not be polluted. He has betrayed me and more, betrayed our people. We see the Fool. I guess he wants his weekly kick, because every issue she seems to be kicking him.
Yeah.
Sybil Dorn, what ails thee, milady? It worries your poor fool that you sit here in the shadows. And she says, you are Thane Ector's fool little thing, not mine. And soon your master shall be Thane no more. And he says, what do you mean, good lady? He is our leader born. And she says, silence! I have called for all the brethren to assemble, so I may declare that Thane Ector is unfit to rule. He must die. And then, meanwhile, where's this? On the roof of the headquarters, I think? Of Avengers headquarters, I think. I think it's supposed to be Black Widow, but we don't get an arrow for the word bubble. They should be here any moment, Steve. It really hasn't been all that long since they contacted us. And he says, I know, Tasha, I'm just a little anxious. As his cap squinting in the next panel. Hank's son positively ecstatic by their discovery on the moon. I pray this is the beginning of the end. And then another flash of light and a fooshum. And Hercules, it seems we shall soon find out, good captain. And we see everyone who's on the moon teleported. Oh, yeah, because it seems Crystal, Lockjaw, and Vision went to get the team from the moon. As B says, Wee-oh! Fresh air, Times Square. It's good to be back. And Crystal says, the Vision and Crystal reporting in Cap with the Avengers lunar contingent as ordered. No Lockjaw? Okay, fine, woman. Don't pin the medal on Chewie. Okay.
He's the one doing all the work.
Again, don't pin the medal on Chewie, okay?
It must be in the doghouse or something.
Yeah. Oh, no. That's a good one.
Wow.
Who let the dog out to the moon? Cap saying, T'Challa, congratulations on a job well done. Are you and the others all right? And Black Panther, escaping the Collector's vivarium, undergoing the reversal of the Pym miniaturization process, and then making an interdimensional jump from the moon can make for a massive case of jet lag, but we're fine, Cap. And we get Quasar saying, oh yeah, because they brought Olar back with them. Cap, meet Olar, one of the Brethren's more ancient citizens. He was left behind because he was considered too frail to make the escape with the others. As a matter of fact, only our stasis field is keeping the poor guy alive. Cap says, we mean you no harm, Olar. You will be well treated, I promise. And B says, what our bioscans revealed astounded us, Mon Capitan. It seems the Brethren are a purely bacterial life form. They may look humanoid, but their sentience is without doubt. But their genetic makeup is no different than that of a very complex germ. See, I told you that a dirty secret. Then Hercules. Then it shall be simple to destroy these noisome creatures. Now that we know that they are what they truly are. And Vision says, all sentient beings deserve respect, Hercules, whether their bodies are composed of bacteria or plastic. And Cap, amen to that, Vision. Hercules, methinks I have learned a lesson here. If only I didst know what it was.
Nice.
And
Hercules is so smart.
I'm so smart. Come on, Avengers, we've got a long night in front of us. There's still a lot to learn about the Brethren. And we see with a click and a vroom, looks like the Brethren sent out a drone. It goes back to the tower with a whoosh. And we see the fool, misery, all is misery. Oh, that I've lived to see this dark day. Even now, Sybil Dorn stands in the great chamber accusing my Lord Thane of high treason. I feel the unease of the Brethren buzzing in my head. Buzzing like a bee, yes. Oh, poor brother, why do you have delusions of grandeur? Why did you hope to change the myths we fed our people into reality? Thane must ever know the truth. The Brethren are nothing but the parasites of the universe. And then as the drone comes back, what's this? One of my spy eyes? And he picks it up and says, what has it brought here with such urgency, I wonder? What little secret has it recorded hovering in the night over the home of the high and mighty Avengers? Oh, how I tingle with the anticipation. Whoa. Come on, Kona, I saw you biting back at something.
Well, I was wondering if that spy eye would be considered a tingleberry.
That one really smells, Kona. What a clever fool I am to have put them under surveillance. Now to activate the image inducer. We see a hologram of the Collector, Rage, and Olar. No! Oh, by the creators, no! They have captured Olar, but that is impossible. We left him behind on the Collector's ship to die an honorable death. They left him to rot. Oh, what an honorable death.
Honorable death.
Honorable?
Never has a Brethren been captured. They will experiment upon him, learn our hidden shame. We shall be exposed for all the universe to see. That cannot be allowed.
I mean, there is something called noble rot, right? So maybe that's... What does noble rot mean? It's the beneficial form of a gray fungus. There we go.
I don't know, but thanks to you, all I can think is they're hanging around like a bunch of tingleberries. But hold, do not let fears outrun fortune. For the Collector, the hated oppressor, stands with these lordly heroes, and he is a joyous gift indeed. For now I saved my Lord Thane and the secret of the Brethren in one fell swoop. In truth, was there ever such a fool as I? To the Great Hall I go to make all things aright. And in the Great Hall... in the Great Hall... I'm sorry, I should hit the rim shot every time in this issue. Oh, look, there's Cersei, who the Avengers seem to have forgotten about.
If you have all part 4s of the collection obsession, is that a Great Hall? Okay.
Is it a complete collection?
I got a pair of 4s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds like a whole bunch of number 2s to me.
He's back.
Sorry.
I see where you and Kona's minds are tonight. Just because we're dealing with the sewer people. We see Thane with Cersei standing behind him. Sybil Dorn, you called for this assemblage to accuse me of treason? You try my patience, good lady. And she says, you seek to deny the charge? Are you blind, my lord, or simply mad? Look, the Terran witch stands beside you on the throne. We are the brethren. No outsider may consort with us. Yet you flaunt this prisoner. You treat her as an equal. And the brethren say enough. And then the fool comes in, and the fool says enough of this madness. Lady Dorn. And she says, what are you blabbing about? He says, only this. Our Lord Thane has not betrayed us. He kept company with the Terran for a reason, to gather information about our foes. Watch this now and let all doubts fade. Oh, look, Terminator 2 Judgment Day cards. Lord. Then we see he's showing them the holograms, and Sybil Dorn, by the gods. And the fool says, look ye and see why Thane Ector deals with the female. For her teammates, the oh-so-noble Avengers, have allied themselves with our jailer, our oppressor, the accursed Collector. Feels like our jailer, too. Jeez.
Yeah.
And so that's when Ector grabs Cersei and says, what? You told me the Avengers was a noble alliance. Tell me, where's the nobility in freeing a creature like that? And she says, Thane Ector, please. And either throws her down or smacks or something. But he says, enough. I'll hear no more from you. Brethren, a great injustice has been done this day. Our foul warden is alive and well in this very city. We must destroy him and those who have freed him. And we see the crowd chanting, death to the Collector, death to the Avengers. And then Sybil Dorn rubbing it in Cersei's face as she's still on the floor. And so he has left you. And is that not a bitter taste? I know, I've tasted it since first he laid eyes on you. But know this well, Terran, he is brethren once more. Watch her, fool. I go to join the others. And he says, of course, milady. And I was talking to Cersei. Actually, I care not a whit for the Collector, but I knew he would enrage my lord. You see, your comrades have captured one of the brethren, and that could lead to disaster for my people. Therefore, they must be destroyed. And they will be by an enraged host of brethren. The Collector merely presented a solution to two pressing problems, to protect our secret and to unite Thane Ector with his people. And Cersei says, but I know your secret, little one. And he says, ooh, how very unfortunate for you. Fool, there is no do, only try. There is no try, only do. Alright. And back at Avengers Mansion. We see the Hanks, McCoy and Pym chatting with Olar. And Pym saying, the data on Olar's amino acids is coming in, Hank. And the Beast says, good, maybe that will finally give us some clue on how to stop the brethren. They shouldn't take too much longer, Olar. And Olar says, Olar is patient, Terran. And Beast says, you know, Hank, I find myself in a moral quandary. We're using Olar like a specimen, a lab rat, the very same thing I condemned the Collector for. And Hank Pym says, Beast, I don't mean to be melodramatic, but the world is at stake. And Beast says, I know. Wonder what's keeping T'Challa. And we see another flashlight and And Olar says, you did this? And someone says, they are getting too close. They must not learn how to defeat the brethren. And Olar says, then you will free me? And you see the voice say, no, I am going to kill you. And it looks like he's melting with an R. And then we get elsewhere in the mansion, priority alarm 1 alpha, as we see Cap, Widow, Vision, Iron Man, and Black Knight, and looks like Crystal back there. Although the priority alarm has obscured her. Vision says, Jarvis has sounded our highest alert. Cap, everyone to the conference room. Avengers assemble! And they get there, and Jarvis says, Master Cap, it started only moments ago. They came flying out of the Brethren Citadel. Even the sky has darkened with their number. Cap, my God, there must be millions of them. And Hercules says, base perfidy hath taken place, Avengers. Olar is slain and some of our number wounded by an unknown assailant. And then we hear a big boom, and the Black Knight says, now what? Iron Man, shockwaves. speaking of shockwaves, join us tomorrow on YouTube for our for episode 6 of our Transformers show.
Greetings from Cybertron.
Yes.
I got the paper one. I bought a lot of Transformers.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm all set.
Megatron vs. Shockwave. But right now it's Avengers vs. Shockwaves.
Shockwaves.
We see Thane Ector outside, and he says, "Come out of your fortress, Avengers, and bring the Cursed Collector with you. Come out and face the righteous wrath of people enslaved. Or do you hide in terror, trembling before our assembled might? Do you hear me?" And he punches the ground with a thum. And the Avengers come out, and Cap says, "We hear you, Ector. And by the way, the Avengers fear no one." And the Collector says, "Dear me, he does hate me so." And the Beast says, "Hey, we told you to stay indoors." And Ector says, "So, he is with you. Or he 15 with you. Then you must die with him." And Hercules says, "I say thee most assuredly, nay, creature of germ and things most foul." Ector, "You seek to insult me? Is that how one warrior treats another?" And Hercules hits him with a bam. "You are no warrior, for the Avengers hath uncovered thy secret shame." And Ector says, "Have they, Hercules? You treat me with naked disgust and contempt, little godling. But know this, Thane Ector is a warrior born," as he zaps him with his eye beams. Hercules, ugh. And then Ector says, "And no man nor woman shall stay his righteous vengeance," as he rips up the ground with a rip. And the Beast, "Lads, I think we're in some trouble." And Rage, hey, remember, Rage is here. He said, "You said a mouthful, Beast." And, oh, look, they're getting crunk. Because the ground goes crunk.
And there's the Black Knight, it looks like.
Yep. And Ector says, "I had almost come to admire you, Avengers, but at last the scales have fallen from my eyes," as he throws a big chunk of the ground at Iron Man. "And I see you for the base creatures you are." And Iron Man thinks, that concrete block must weigh tons. My repulsor rays can handle it easily enough. Wish I could say the same for Thane Ector. And we see Crystal and Vision battling. Fascinating. As Thane Ector's fury grows, the Brethren become more frenzied in battle. One can infer a suggestion of group consciousness. "Crystal, do you need any assistance?" And she says, "Not yet, Vision, but you'll be the first to know if that changes." Then we see, I guess, Black Widow's guarding the Collector. He's like, "Oh dear, things are getting a bit out of hand, aren't they?" And she says, "You're a master of the understatement. Take cover behind me. Maybe my Widow's sting will slow Ector down." Yeah. Iron Man's repulsors aren't doing the job, but I'm sure her stings will do the job. And Ector, "So now you hide among the skirts of women, Collector? She shall not save your life, little man, for I will have your head." And Cap jumps in the middle and says, "I don't think so, Ector. I know he has hurt your people, but his death won't solve anything. It won't redeem those years you spent in prison. We know a little more about your people. It's time for the killing to end. There's a chance for understanding now." And Ector says, "Understanding, Captain America? Was that what I heard in Hercules' taunts?" And he swings a Cap as Cap ducks under it. "Admit it. Our origins disgust all thinking men. Our presence sickens you. You recoil from our very touch." And Thane Ector says, "How could I deny it? I felt the same things when I first learned the truth." And Cap says, "Ector, no." And Ector says, "But the Brethren must be more. I must be." And Widow's blasting him with the sting, with a zap. She's saying, "Stay back, Ector." And he says, "For now, I have no quarrel with you, woman." And he blasts her with his eye beams. "But oh, what a hatred I harbor for you," as he's standing over the Collector. "Oh no." And he starts punching the Collector over and over. You see blood flying. He said, "You treated us like insects. We, who were meant to soar the spaceways. No being can be allowed to do that to the Brethren. We will be no creatures' playthings ever again." And Hercules is back up and says, "By Zeus's beard, Cap, we have to stop them." Rage, "Yeah, just tell us how, Cap. That's one blood-crazy sucker we got there."
Oh, and hey, by the way, Quasar's in the background there. Remember him?
Oh, yeah. Him and Vision were kind of floating there, yeah. Oh, you mean probably the most powerful one there?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And
maybe he's finally talking to Eon.
Maybe. And so Thane Ector grabs the Collector by the hair and says, "And now it ends, Collector." But the Collector eyes start glowing and says, "No, little pawn. Now it all begins." And they all get blasted away with a boom. And Hercules is getting up by Olympus's sacred summit. What was that? And Cap, I don't know, Hercules. We're all talking like Shatner now, but it certainly packed the wallet. And hey, look who's back! It's the Watcher.
Watu.
It was the pulling aside of the curtain, the end of deception, and the revelation of truth. Beware, Avengers, for things have not been as they seemed, and alas, even a Watcher may be led astray. Oh, so wait, did he fool the Watcher? And we see Iron Man go, oh boy. And Cap say, Watcher, why are you here? What's going on? And Crystal says, Avengers, look. And we see the Collector looking all bigger and buffer and looks like energy around his head or something. Yes, fools, look and wonder. Dupes you were and dupes you remain, Avengers. Did you truly think me defeated? Did you truly believe me a simpleton? Know this now. It was I who allowed the brethren to escape. It was I who brought them to this world. I arranged it all. For the human race must die this day. So swears the Collector. And next, the reason why, and the final part!
Yes! Score!
And we'll be on the Cosmos.
I will be watching.
It always feels like what is watching me.
Flipping through the bins, I didn't buy it, but I remember owning it when I was a younger man. There's a what if issue that shows the Watcher in the classic Marilyn Monroe over the steam grate pose, and it says, "Who watches the Watcher?"
I remember that. I can't remember what issue, but I do remember that.
Yeah, that was like first run What If. Yeah, I remember that one. That's cool.
Some good stuff.
All right, I forgot one thing. I'm going to check it now. The results of our poll.
Oh,
remember we asked people
exciting.
if they wanted us to do review other Grunwald works besides Quasar every so often. I forget, is the poll over? Oh, as of this recording, and we're doing this Tuesday,
April
9th. Yeah, I should know that. My birthday was like last week. I should know that.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Birthday.
So, yeah, we're recording this April 9th, Tuesday. The poll ends in 10 hours, but, I mean, it's been staying pretty steady the whole way, but okay, the leader's been leading every time I look, but right now, with 10 hours left, with 57%, do other Mark Grunwald works. So
cool.
Like I was telling, I think I told you guys the other day, I was thinking maybe just do one every so often, like maybe after an arc or, maybe we could do one after Cosmos and.
Yeah, because Grunwald did so much great stuff.
Yeah. But I'd say by the time September or whatever rolls around, we'll take a break from that because Galactic Storm's basically just other books anyway. So.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, for those, 18, 19, 20 weeks, we'll just do Galactic Storm.
Yeah, how many? Is it a 19 parts? Is that what Galactic Storm is?
Something like it. And then there's 2 epilogues, right? There's one in Cap, one in Quasar, and then are we doing the What If?
There's a two-part What If.
What If? Yeah.
We're gonna condense it to one episode.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's gonna be at least 20 weeks right there at least. So yeah, so that 5 months we'll just do Galactic Storm. Don't worry, we won't do any other.
But it'll have Quasar in it, so.
And we'll be doing Mark Grunwald Cap. And,
the wonderful Wonder Man. With Jeff Johnson art. That's an awesome little series.
The Invincible Iron Man.
Yep.
The Mighty Eric Masterson.
Yeah. Avengers West Coast.
Yeah. And the Avenger. We'll be back to that's when we come back to the Avengers look. Oh, hey.
I have to say, this arc back in the day actually drove me away from the book for a while.
I hope it doesn't drive you away from the podcast.
I hope it doesn't either. But anyway, the bi-weekly stuff, I mean, I know what they were trying to do, but the quality really took a nosedive
Well, yeah, because they were trying to play. They were trying to keep it on schedule, and I think the art and story always suffered because of it.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't feel like it's fair to the writer, the artist, or anybody on the team because they're pitching in at the last minute just to get it out the door, and it's not anybody's best work at this point. I mean, what they should have did is they should have, for every time they went twice a month in the summer, they should have had 2 writers and 2 artists and be like, okay, you guys get issue 1, 3, and 5, and we'll do 2, 4, and 6. Or just plan ahead further and say, yeah, you guys are going to do 6 months, and you guys are working on the bi-weeklies. Yeah. Go. And then while they're doing that, you can catch up. Yeah, I mean, just plan ahead, but whatever. I'm kind of glad they're not doing the bi-weeklies anymore. But I think if they did them right, I think it would be pretty awesome. But I don't think they're going to do them right. but we only have one more issue, and then we don't come back to Avengers until Galactic Storm, and then after that, I don't think we come back until Heroes Reborn. So, which is awesome.
This is like finishing the last of your green beans before you can have dessert.
Yes.
It's, the ones from the can. Fresh green beans are good. But,
Eat your greens. Oh, but then we get the ad on the last page for X-Men #1.
Yeah, and it's kind of trolling Spider-Man #1, breaking all those records. What's the official thing it says?
In 1990, Marvel Comics broke all records when Spider-Man #1 sold more copies than any comic book ever published. We're just warming up.
It only had 3 covers, 4 covers.
Oh, please! I'm pretty sure, wasn't it? Like it was at least 4 or 5, wasn't it?
I mean, Spider-Man. So Spider-Man. 4. So X-Men had 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spider-Man had the silver, the gold, the regular one.
But we looked this up a couple weeks ago, me and Lilith, when we were doing Ultimate Spider Cast. I think X-Men 1 did beat Spider-Man #1. I mean, they were both like in the top 5, and it was like those 2, X-Force.
X-Force #1, yeah.
Yeah, and then what was the other one? It might have been like Death is, or...
Oh, Superman 75.
Superman 75 was in there, and then was that in the top? There was like those in the top 5 or 6, and then I think the other one was like Spawn #1.
Oh yeah,
because I remember saying, "Oh, Todd McFarlane had 2 of them in the
Yeah, I think X-Men is at the top.
Still holds the record. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of X-Force #1, when I was at that comic book convention, I have it. I've got X-Men 1, but I was looking for the one with the Deadpool card in the inside of it, so I got that for $1. Not bad. And I got Marvel Age 90 for 50 cents.
Sweet.
So I was happy about that. And Phil, I got you a late birthday present. I found some 2099 episodes for our potential spin-off podcast.
Oh, nice.
Our special possible mid-season replacement fill-in during the summertime sitcom equivalent podcast.
Excellent.
So we'll see.
Okay, I found the list again. I can't believe I'm reading this again, and I couldn't remember it. But yeah, so if you listen to Ultimate Spider-Cast, you've heard this before. But yeah, the #1 selling comic of all time, X-Men #1 with 7.1 million copies.
Wow.
#2, X-Force #1 with 5 million copies.
Wow, I'm surprised.
#3, Superman 75 with 3 million copies. #4, Spider-Man #1 with 2.5 million copies. And #5 was Spawn #1 with 1.7 million copies.
Wow.
2 top 5s. And #6 was Avengers 338. No,
you're looking like 6th from the bottom. No, #6 was actually a Star Wars issue from 2015. I think it's. I wonder if it's like the first Marvel. Well, when they came back, maybe.
Kylo Ren, first appearance at a comic book, maybe.
I do not know. Oh, but #10 on the list of all time, Amazing Spider-Man 583. Do you know what that was?
Spider-Gwen first appearance?
No. With it was 530,000 copies. It's the one with Obama on the cover and Obama like in the backup.
Gotcha.
Wow. I didn't know that.
So yeah, number 10 seller of all time.
Wow, that's a big range. 7.1 million to 500,000.
Yeah, but you know what? That one was like 2000. It was somewhere after. Well, of course, after Obama got elected. But all those like top five were like in the 90s. Yeah, that's before the bubble burst.
Obama first appearance, origin story.
Oh, that'd be great. Get him on to talk comics. I think didn't I see somewhere? I swear they had somewhere that he was like a Spider-Man fan as a kid or something.
Maybe they had Spider-Man in Kenya. I'm just kidding. You guys, I'm revealing. I'm a birther. I'm proud. No.
So you heard it here first. Matt Kona thinks President Obama wasn't born in this country.
That's right.
No. Boy.
We don't know what's happening.
Truer words have never been spoken.
And it always makes common sense.
Yeah, stay away from the wind whales, everybody. Have a safe week.
That's right.
Oh, wow.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Good Lord. Look where we sunk. All right, are we done?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, everyone. Join us next time. And we're finally going to be done with this thing.
Yes.
And then we get on the Cosmos.
Cosmos and Collision, the best cosmic Marvel story of all time, bar none.
I mean, once we get past next episode, I think the rest of the year is pretty excellent.
Awesome. Yeah. Absolutely.
Once again, bringing up the schedule again. I swear to do this every episode. Yeah. There we go.
So, Avengers 339 next week.
Yes.
Then,
unfortunately,
next week, a week after,
Cosmos.
Quasar number 19. Yep. Then
Wait.
20, and then so 19 through 25.
Yeah,
sure.
And then 26 and 27 are right after that. So that's what I said. We'll have 9 Quasar issues in a row.
Sweet. That's awesome.
And then Infinity Gauntlet 2, 3, and 4.
Cool.
That'll be fun. And then that Mighty Thor issue 437.
Which is goofy.
Yeah. So Quasar and the Return of Hercules.
Yeah.
Quasar 28 and 29. What if Volume 2 number 25.
What's the 20? What's that one?
That's the with the serpent crown and everything.
Oh yeah.
Because remember, we kind of see a page of that reality in the next episode, Quasar 30.
Yes, right.
And then we'll do our Starbrand special. Then Quasar 31. And then the rest of the year, and even going into the beginning of next year, Operation Galactic Storm.
4 months worth.
So basically, on the podcast, you're going to hear probably if you're listening to the podcast, the second week of September through the end of January, beginning of February, Galactic Storm. So. See, that's what I'm saying. Once we get past next week, the rest of the year is going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm. And the cool thing, really, is that since Journey, Quasar was really good, but it gets kicked into high gear with Cosmos. It's the best. It is. Quasar is the best up until, I would say, 39, 40. I mean, we're hitting the gold. The best Quasar issues are coming up now. So, yeah, it's going to be awesome.
I mean, Cosmos is just a great story in general, but we finally learned the identity of the Cosmic Assassin.
Mm-hmm.
The whole hand thing.
Dad.
Oh, Dad. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. We finally get that payoff about that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's been 7 months in the making.
Yeah, I know. And we find out who H.D. Steckley really is. And we even get a sweet Ghost Rider cameo. No, Please, that Quasar, that Ghost Rider cameo is like Shakespeare compared to this collection obsession.
It's not bad. They kind of make it.
It kind of makes sense, and it's Grunwald writing Ghost Rider. That's probably the only time Grunwald wrote Ghost Rider, right?
I think so. Yeah. And this is the new Ghost Rider of the '90s, not the
Danny
classic
Ketch. Yeah. Penance there. Oh, and Kid Reaper.
Oh yes, Kid Reaper's pretty awesome. What is that? What does that get? Does that get like balloons? Do we have a yay? I don't know that.
Okay, Bunky.
Yeah. You read too many Harvey comics as a kid. That's what
I reread them, but I should go back through Cosmos and if not all the issues, at least one. We should do another live reading. Because tell me Matt Kona would not make a kick-ass Kid Reaper.
You're not wrong.
I mean, look what he did with the kid in issue 18.
I mean, we got a great sound drop out of that too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm up for it.
All right. So are we done here?
Yeah.
I think so, sir.
I think we should do the balloons and everything next episode. Release the balloons once we're done with the next issue.
I'll make Rage cupcakes.
That should totally be a thing. Rage cupcakes. I just like the sound of it.
Not only will we be done with the collection obsession, I don't think we'll see Rage again after next. At least for our purposes. Well, it depends on what. Well.
Heroes
if we cover Grunwald stuff, I still don't think we'll hit Rage much. So
no, because he pretty much stuck with New Warriors. Fabian kept him and New Warriors good.
I was gonna say, we might hit Rage again. Not until he doesn't have a huge part, I don't think, but he might be in the background of when we do that first Avengers Heroes Reborn arc. Yeah. Everyone's there for that one.
Everybody,
even D-Man.
Yeah. Of course, nobody wants to be around him. Anyway.
Isn't that the one where Spider-Man walks out after the first meeting? He's like, boy, it seems like I'm up to 4 different things every month.
Yeah.
All right.
Had 4 titles. Sorry.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. All right. Let's get out of here. Enough belly aching. We'll have enough time next week for that.
That's right.
All right. So, Master of the Quantum Zone, Will Allred. Where can people find you in Diary of Night?
They can find me at WALLRED on Twitter and Facebook and all kinds of places. You can find my self-published comic Diary of Night at diaryofnight.com. And, of course, the Quantum Zone at quantumzone.org.
All right. Matt Kona, magical comic book fairy who bestows comic books on all the good little boys and girls. Where can people write to you?
You can find me in my own domain. I'm also my own domain name at twitter.com/Matt Kona. That's a domain name. I don't own it, but I have registered a username to it. It's the same with Instagram at MATTKONA. That's how it's spelled. I am there posting. Actually, I posted a picture on there of something that I took. It was posted in the bathroom of the Comic-Con. It was a very bizarre trying to recruit people for Family Guy role-playing, which must be read to be believed. Spelling errors. I don't know. I don't know if it's right. I called the number. I didn't get through, but it's interesting. So that's the tease. Check out the social media. Follow me in my adventures.
I did see you post that. So you said, so you saw this poster in the bathroom, you called the number and what, it was disconnected or something?
No, it was a weird thing where I don't know if it's a real phone number because it says leave your name for Google Mail or something. But I'm just going to read it, okay? It says Family Guy Roleplay Club every Friday, 5:15 at Rite Aid across from Dunky's Donut. Not Dunkin' Donuts, Dunky's Donut, singular. Call this number for any questions. And then it says, please, no more Peters. We already have 5 Peter. We need Dewey and Lois. So I know. And,
So stay tuned. Stay tuned when next week when Matt Kona wakes up in a harem in the Middle East. But I just love how he calls a phone number that he sees in the bathroom and doesn't expect crappy reception.
yeah. Oh, I stalled a bit to get this.
So much toilet humor this episode. I guess this collection of sessions brought out the worst in us. All right, let's get out of here. But thank you once again, everyone, and remember, only
all of your stuff, man. All the
by the time this hits the podcast, but if you see this on YouTube, April 13th, Saturday, April 13th, I will be at Bowling Green University talking on a Batman panel. Which I just found out today it was supposed to be 3 of us talking, but the one guy had to cancel because of a family emergency, so it'll just be 2 of us talking now. So.
More time for you.
And just keep an eye on the Capes and Lunatics podcast, because I'm hoping to record the audio so everyone can hear it. All right. And... But yes, only one more episode of us flogging ourselves. And it's on to bigger and better things. Anything else? Alright. Come back next time. Shoshan, drive safely. And remember, Quantum Zoners, keep it quantum!